And a wonderful, pleasant good morning to you all. Hi, everybody. Eric here from Nomadic Fanatic. Finally got my bus, my school bus. You guys missed my last video. I introduced the bus. More time has passed than what you think in the videos. I did have to wait the full 2 weeks to get the bus, but I have great news. This sucker is already titled as a motorhome. Yes! I'm creating a new playlist here on the channel, Schooly Build or something like that. It'll be in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out the playlist. It's gonna be a monster project, and we are starting right off the bat right now. We are going to drive this sucker from Washington State all the way down to Arizona, and it's like 1,600 miles, and I am making this up as I go, guys. This is a weird one because real time, live for me, Diana is staying here in Washington State with my Bigfoot and my truck and our 5 cats while I go take care of this and then fly back from Phoenix to Seattle, and she'll pick me up in a few days, and then we'll start our videos right off where we left off in Washington. So this cuts in at a weird time. I'm just letting you know for reference. Now, we'll be uploading this video with Canadien internet. Check out the video description below for unlimited high-speed internet. I brought it with me. Diana's got internet where we're at, so she didn't need Canadien. I need it. I'm gonna show you the setup inside here, but like I mentioned, it is registered as an RV. Actually, before we go inside, let me show you what Northwest Bus Sales did to turn this into an RV, a motorhome. So you'll notice it no longer says school anywhere on the bus. They also removed the stop sign. They removed the, I'm gonna call it the kid swatter in front that whacks the kids if they try to cross too soon. They blacked out the top because in Washington State you can't have orange or red lights up there if it's for personal use, okay? Also, as we come around this side, oh, I made a change. I figured out that you can change these route numbers, so I changed mine to Route 66. They added a not for hire sticker right there. What else back here? Nothing else changed here. On the back, I think they blacked out, yeah, the old school bus and stops at all crosswalks and stuff like that. I've got my trip permit in the back window, so I am legal and ready to go. Nothing else over here doesn't look like. Nope, let's go to the inside. First and foremost, excuse the mess. We're in a transitional period here, but part of titling this, changing it over from a commercial vehicle to a motorhome, was they had to do what Washington State Patrol requires you to do to be able to do that. And I just felt like paying them a little extra to remove the seats themselves and add the things they needed to do so that it, you know, that way you don't have to go back and I don't have to prove anything later. It's already an RV as is right now. And it's kind of funny, actually. So I noticed that they left some of the bolts. You can tell they angle grinded them off and they're still physically there. So that'll be interesting to punch those out later when we remove the floor. But also, they left, well, I guess I'm gonna be a bucket pooper. So, yeah, use some bags and I have a toilet right there. Also, the bed, which I've already upgraded. I got this couch bed that converts into a bed, pulls up and changes into a flat bed, but I love the couch mode, little air inflated couch. And then there's a foam piece on the bottom. There's a couple other things that they, again, they know how to do it. So they installed the other components. There had to be 4 of 6 things for Washington State Patrol to be able to say, yep, well, that's a motorhome now. And I believe that they have removed a couple of those items temporarily so that I can function in the rig. But as I mentioned, I've been collecting things for this bus for over a month now, knowing that it was going to happen. And you guys have seen a few of these, like the wood slabs. Does that make sense now? So these are those redwood slabs that I got in Ocean Shores with the live edge on them. And I'm going to be using these to make custom countertops here in the bus. It's going to have a stain on it of sorts after I sand it and clean everything up. And then it's going to have that epoxy resin, that high gloss finish look. I've got 2 pieces that these long pieces are actually going to be for a backsplash. And then these 2 other pieces that have a straight edge on the other side will be the actual countertops. I've kept 2 of the emergency door seats. So those are the ones that flip up to possibly create a dinette later. I've also got a bunch of gear in bags and stuff over there and other gear that's for the build itself that I'm bringing with me. So there is still a lot of stuff in here. Now right now I'm just using the ladder to prop this up so that it doesn't get damaged right there, because that's a heavy piece of wood. Let's see what else. I brought a couple power stations. I brought my cooler so that I can have some beverages and some bologna and some uncrustable sandwiches for, but I already went to Starbucks this morning, got me a nice Venti Pike Place. It's just gonna be the way. It's gonna be a lot of fast food and a lot of coffee from McDonald's or Starbucks, I guess. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm in like euphoria. It's finally happening. It has finally happened. And the future of this channel changes with this big orange beast behind me, yellow beast behind me. And it won't be yellow forever, but there's priorities. There's things I gotta do. There's gonna be demo. There's gonna be re-insulating everything, floor, walls, ceiling. There's gonna be adding my own plumbing, building this out exactly as I would build an RV if I had a blank slate inside. And this is all going to get started in Quartzsite, Arizona this winter on this channel. So don't go anywhere, guys. Subscribe to my channel already, for crying out loud. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up on the video. It really helps me out. And if you can't do that, share the videos on social media for me if you like them. All of that helps me out, and it's a great, easy way to help out other creators that you follow. I have been following many other channels related to bus builds for years now, and it's finally my chance. My chance. But we need to quit lollygagging. We need to get on the road and put on some miles. I have no idea where we're gonna end up tonight. Another interesting fact is that because it's now a motorhome, it's legally a motorhome, it's magically not a school bus anymore as far as the laws in most states now, at least here in Washington and Texas and Arizona and everywhere I care about. But the fact that this has air brakes, I don't need a CDL because it's a motorhome. I don't need an air brake endorsement because it's just a motorhome, which is hilarious to me in a lot of ways. I've driven vehicles with air brakes, so I'm used to them. And I have actually already driven this sucker 2.5 hours from Northwest Bus Sales to Andrews to pick up the slabs. I'm very familiar with the feel of it and everything, as well as I'm very comfortable with knowing where my lane position is. But that took some time. It was like way farther over left than I thought I should really be, Close the door. Air door. Good to go. Everything says we're good. And fire it up. I've got a switch for high idle, which I probably don't need because I just drove 30 miles here, but it's got a high idle switch. Yep, and I added a few accessories. Obviously, I've got the camera mount on the windshield. I've also got a phone mount with a MagSafe charger and a DC outlet. I had Northwest Bus Sales install that for me. They wired it from the battery so that I have power while driving up here. Otherwise, just gotta get comfortable with the seat and figure out where I want the tilt steering. It has pull-out steering, tilt steering. It doesn't have cruise control. All right, we'll turn high idle off. Probably didn't need that. Headlights, door markers, and headlights like that. Brakes. Good to go. Push button Allison transmission drive. Look everywhere, watch your tail swing. I have curbed it twice, both at Walmart, coming into Walmart and leaving the Aberdeen Walmart. Passenger side. Yeah, I gotta find out. It's a lot longer than any rig I've ever driven. Longer than the Class A as well. But the weirdest part of driving a bus so far for me is actually the fact that when you steer, the drive wheels are behind me. So you're way out in front of the tires, and it is a strange experience, guys, I'm telling you. it definitely takes some getting used to. This thing just has incredible power. I love driving my school bus. By the way, we got absolutely dumped on last night. It rained so much. It looks like it's going to clear up today as we leave Grays Harbor, Washington, but we got a lot of rain. The bus got a good little soaking wash. And again, if you guys are interested in getting a good bus that's going to be great for a motorhome conversion and they're going to do all the hard work to make it a motorhome for you and make it easy, give Mike a call up at Northwest Bus Sales in Federal Way, Washington. And Eric is also a great technician there, knows these buses in and out. They have a YouTube channel. You can check out Northwest Bus Sales on YouTube to see all of their newest inventory. Eric does walkthroughs. I think somebody else does them too. And that's where I found this bus, was on YouTube because of Eric's video. So, appreciate that. Let's go. Oh, this thing goes quick. Hang on, Eric. Hold on. Speed limit. Driving a school bus, guys. Yeah. Love it. All right, and again, the reason why I'm going to stick with Flying J and Pilots is, one, I have a 5 cents off discount with my Good Sam's membership, but more importantly, all right, over here, they have diesel pumps and RV pumps. And if I can get this right, I think I know where my gas pump is on this side. No? Is it over here? Oh. I don't think I've ever had a vehicle with diesel on the passenger side. Driving this bus in a Walmart parking lot seems very, very sketchy. I mean, is it that much bigger? No, it's gonna take me some time to get used to it. I'm doing fine. It's just trickier. Everything's trickier, okay? I'm gonna go try to find the locks I need, keep this locked, crawl out the side door, and then if I can't find the locks, we'll figure something else out. I'm probably going to get a bite to eat, too, here. Get back to you in a minute. All right, haven't checked to see if my locking idea will work yet. I'm starving, guys. My stomach has never growled this bad. I'm so used to the comforts of home, just opening up a fridge out of the Bigfoot and making food. Now I'm going to be eating out for 3 or 4 days. So I got me some barbecue chicken and potato wedges. Not JoJo's, just regular old potato wedges, but let me grub up here, recharge, and we'll see if these locks work and get back on the road. Well, we're 2 for 2 so far. I got to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to be able to come up with all these ideas myself. That's why I love the whole schoolie community. But actually, my buddy Andrew is the one that came up with this idea, and I cannot believe how well this worked. You don't got to overthink things. Really, you don't. Both emergency doors are securely locked and cannot be opened from the outside anymore. They were never designed to be locked. They're designed to be, like, in case the bus rolls over, a firefighter can open it up from the outside, or the kids can come out this way. But, you know, and I'm not securing all of my exits. Don't worry, I still have the emergency hatch there, and I have emergency windows in my side. But I have to be able to secure this bus when I'm not in it, or when I'm sleeping in it. And this was just so easy. Literally drill a hole behind where the red thing hits. This is one of those adjustable long ones, keyed, and now it cannot be opened from the inside or outside. So, are they the best locks ever? No, but they don't need to be. They just need to keep this bar from opening from the outside when I'm not in the rig, or when I'm in the rig. That's all it needed to do. And man, I was just really overthinking it with all the people who put clasps on both sides with locks and stuff like that. No, this is simple, easy, and it's very, very clean on the outside with nothing changed on the outside. Now to see if I guesstimated the front door correctly with this one. I guess when you're on a roll, you're just kind of on a roll. Again, no need to overthink it, right? It's just added protection. Somebody can cut that if they really needed to, but are they going to do it in the middle of a Walmart parking lot with all these people, you know? And not every schoolie has 2 handles like that, so I just got lucky. All right, we're on a roll. Okay, I've now logged over 5 hours behind the wheel. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm getting more comfortable. And the seat makes everything so much better. That air ride just bouncing and absorbs every bump that would otherwise be very uncomfortable in a big schoolie like this. But I was thinking, something is missing. I know, we're gonna paint this bus later, much later, but something is missing right now. Okay, I've actually been planning that pretty much ever since I've wanted to get a bus. I've been wanting to do this. Actually stealing this from another YouTuber I watch, Isaac Turner, did this to at least one of his buses just like this, so I'm copying him because I love the effect. Let me wait till this dries, I'll pull it off, get the other side, and maybe I'll do the back and the front later. Right now I want the sides done. And this isn't like the name of the bus. I'm still gonna name the bus, but it's just says it's not a school bus, right? Yeah, let's see. See, my favorite part about it is that from a distance, it looks like it has a school district, almost. And then you come up close, and it's artsy fartsy nomadic fanatic. I mean, it's completely imperfect in every possible way, but somehow it fits, right? Like, it totally fits. So I'll do the other side, wait for it to dry, and get on down south. We need to get out of Washington, Eric. Jeez. All right, last exit in Washington, 1A. We're gonna try to kind of go around Portland and not go right through downtown Portland at 3 o'clock on a Friday. So we're gonna take this exit, see where it takes us, and get on into working here. Air brakes are working great, loving them. No more of those, you know, clunk, clunk, clunks. You just got to figure out where it engages exactly on the pedal each time, and I got the hang of it. Also, the radio does work. There's speakers throughout the bus. There's even a switch here that puts the music on an outdoor speaker. Yeah, but it's kind of crummy, and I don't have any CDs with me, so I'm just listening to music through my little headphones and my iPhone, lightly, enjoying the ride. The weather's awesome. We should be seeing the Columbia River. Actually, yeah, it is right through the trees up there, off to our right. We're gonna follow that for about 5 miles and then head towards Salem, Oregon. My goodness, guys, what a beautiful drive through Central Oregon. Absolutely gorgeous, these trees. But I can't stop. I can't stop. I have got to at least try to get to Nevada today. I've got to. I'm just gonna enjoy the drive. I just can't stop smiling. The weather is perfect. I got a few windows down, a few in the front, a few in the back for airflow. Just looking at the weather, it's gonna get cold tonight in eastern Oregon, but it's gonna be really hot in like Vegas, Phoenix. Hear from me live when I'm filming this. It's going to be in the 100 teens. So, I'll enjoy my last chilly night here, and then it's going to get a little bit different. But man, spoiled rotten on this drive. I wish Diana were here to enjoy this with me. Okay, we did some mountain climbing there, and now we're going down Mount Hood, the backside. The first time I've ever climbed or come down a mountain pass with air brakes, and it's interesting watching the two chambers go down, down, down until the compressors kick on, and it's like, yeah, you gotta really think about your brake use. I popped the button down into fourth to help, and then I'm just trying not to use the brakes as much, but I gotta think about that, you know, like, something to think about. I didn't know we were gonna go through a mountain range. I thought I'm not going straight south. I'm going across the Cascade Mountains right now, so we're kind of leveling off now, so it's not quite as scary. But I tell you what, that for a second there, I was bare knuckling it for just a second. And actually, we are still in the snow zone. That sign says, well, there's no snow. But again, that's kind of why I'm physically driving this route now, here in October, instead of November when you're watching this video. I'm getting it out of the way and then flying back for a reason. I don't want to drive through snow. I don't want to do it. Every once in a while, they provide a passing lane for people to fly by. But you know what? The bus is doing really, really good. It's maintaining speed a lot better than the Bigfoot would have done on this, so pretty impressive for a 36,000 gross weight school bus. All right, starting to get tired, guys. I'm gonna need a break soon. Look how much the landscape has changed here in Central Oregon. No more green, well, a few shrubs, but no more tall trees. It is so strange how both Washington and Oregon are split right down the middle. And you can see two totally different looking states just crossing over one mountain range, the Cascades. I don't like it very much. But we are getting farther down the road at least, which was my goal for today. So we'll get back here. We'll get back. I'm gonna have to open some more windows. It is getting warmer. I wish this air door, you know, there's a switch over there to open and close it. I wish there was one more switch somewhere. Like even if it were a hidden switch somewhere, one more switch right there, you know. How's that go again? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Life is an adventure. Man, it's a good looking bus. That's a good looking bus. That sun is hot. So yeah, I'll open up a few more windows and at least shoot for this Walmart in Redmond, Oregon that allows overnight parking. We'll do that and then see how I feel. See if I want to go any further. My legs, my back are a little sore. Want to see something cool, guys? We got the Deschutes River. Not the Deschutes River of Washington, but the Deschutes River, a totally different Deschutes River, spelled exactly the same, lots of bugs over here, here in Oregon. And it is also popular for floating. As we've been going up over some of the overpasses, we've been seeing a lot of people floating the Deschutes here. It's warm, guys. I am sweating. But, all right, we'll grab another Coke and get back on the road. Eric, we need to stop lollygagging. The whole point of this is to get this bus to Arizona as quick as possible so that we can get back to living in the Bigfoot temporarily. And then we'll start building this sucker out, okay? All right. It's just, I'm so happy. It's just, like, this is a strange adventure, right? This is a strange one. But it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Change of plans before we get to Walmart. I'm gonna top off here. Actually, they had open pumps, and I couldn't resist the urge. Plus some cheap diesel. Cheap diesel. $3.98 a gallon, under $4 for diesel, so that's good. And then once we get this, since I topped off the tank, we'll be able to get an accurate miles per gallon finally. Well, for the first time, a miles per gallon rating for what this hog gets on diesel. I'm guessing between 8 and 9. We'll see. 9.3. So diesel cost more, like almost $1 more everywhere, and I'm still only getting 9 miles a gallon empty. But you buy a diesel because they're dependable, it's Cummins, and they're powerful. All right, let's get to Walmart. I love how that came out, Nomadic Fanatic, on both sides. Yeah, it looks great. First time in a bus at Walmart. It's a big lot. There's also security over there, but freecampsites.net says we can park here. I don't think I'll get the knock, because are you really going to mess with a school bus? Even though it doesn't say school bus. I feel like they'll kick people out in RVs before they kick out. Plus, it's going to be dark. I know it doesn't look hot right now, but I've got half the windows open trying to get some airflow going. They're kind of a pain to, like, open up and close, and some of them still don't close right. So the ones that don't, I'll show you. Like this one right here. These windows right here that still have a gap, I can't get those clicked. So some of these windows need to come out anyway. I may just pull them all out and reseal them, you know. So Anyways, bus looks huge. That's a long 40-foot walk from the front of the bus all the way to the back of the bus. Boy, it's got me thinking about all the exciting building to come. But unfortunately, there's going to be a lots and lots and lots of demo first. I think 1 month. I think by the end of November, the demo will be done. We'll be ready to start insulating and doing plumbing, electrical, all that fun stuff. Also, this is why I don't even like to tell you guys what my plans or thinking might be, but I was hoping to get into Nevada tonight. I thought with the Winnemucca, I thought I'd take a break here and then get back on the road. I can't do it, guys. I think I'm just sleep deprived, and parts of driving a new bus have got to me. I've got some work to do, so I'm not going to make it. I'm gonna close it out here. It got cold, as you can see. I've closed all the windows in the bus now. We went from a high of 96 to now a low of 44. Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm back in the Nevada desert. Those are extreme day-night times, and but luckily there's a Walmart right there. And before they close, I am gonna head over there, get me another comforter, maybe a different pillow. This is the last probably cold night though, because Vegas and Phoenix look hot. So I just gotta get through. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm having so much fun, guys. This has just been such an epic trip already. It's just begun, but we need to start moving, Eric. We need to get down. Let's take care of this, okay? Thanks for joining me, guys. Remember, I got that playlist. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and stay tuned for more for the rest of this trip. Bye, guys.